So I guess I'm not going to be able to go to the mall with you guys this Saturday because my baby brother's having his birthday party and my parents say I have to go. It's going to be super lame. But I was thinking maybe if you came over, we could hang out and chill and make fun of all the little kids and it would be a lot more entertaining. So what do you say? Will you come? Oh my gosh, really? Your little brother's birthday party? That sounds like so much fun. I'd love to go. I love kids and I love hanging out with you. Thank you so much for asking me. That's really sweet and I'm glad that you think of me in terms like that. It's almost like we're part of the family or something, you know? Oh my gosh. Did you say your brother's birthday was this Saturday? I have the worst news ever. I'm not going to be able to go. And I really, really, really wish I could. But see, I had this chapter that I had to study for my chemistry exam the other day. And I showed up at class, and I studied really hard for this too, like, super hard. Like, I've never studied that hard for a chemistry test in my entire life. So I showed up to class, and I sat down, and I flipped the test over, and can you believe it? I was studying the chapter on organic chemistry when the test was on polymers. And let me tell you, I know nothing about polymers. So I sat there for 90 minutes answering questions on a test about polymers, and I had no idea what I was talking about. So I handed the test in to the professor at the end, and I said, I studied really hard for this test, and he took one look at my answers and thought I was lying. So I had to go to a meeting with him and the director of the department and my student advisor, because they thought that I was lying, and they thought that the stress of my college year was getting to me. Can you believe it? The stress was getting to me. Me! So I sat through this meeting, and they told me all these things about how you need to try harder and you're here on a scholarship and chemistry's your major and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And I listened, and I did. And I tried to explain to them that I just studied the wrong chapter, and they wouldn't believe me. They really didn't. This college is like the worst. They don't trust their students at all. Can you believe it? What kind of college trusts their students, right? So at the end of this meeting, they asked me what I wanted to do about my failing grade. It was one test. So I told them that I wanted to take the test again. They thought that I was crazy. They thought that I was so crazy because I wanted to take the test again, they called in my counselor. My counselor sat there and said I can't use my illness as an excuse for failing grades. Now I have a mental illness. Can you believe it? So they tried to tell me that I could take the test again if I enrolled in therapy. Therapy, because I studied the wrong chapter. I really tried to explain it to them this time. I studied the wrong chapter. I wrote down the wrong number. It's not my fault. So finally, I got really angry. And then, well, Lily started to go away, and other Lily started to come out. Can you believe they thought I was even crazier at that point? Yelling, throwing things. Apparently not all their students do that. They said I have anger issues, whatever that means. Other Lily faded away, and well, I came back. And at that point, they were all cowering in a corner. I have no idea how they got there. Completely crazy. That's what they are. Completely crazy. So now I have therapy from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon every Saturday for the rest of the school year. All because I studied the wrong chapter. So, I'm really sorry. I really, really wanted to go, but I guess I'm going to have to miss your baby brother's birthday party. I hope he doesn't throw up on you again.